What is up, guys? My name is Logan Chamelin. I create videos on Crohn's disease here on YouTube, and this video is about how you can treat Crohn's disease or irritable bowel syndrome, or basically any problem with the gut with diet, and how to figure out which diet works the best for you. So when I first figured out I had Crohn's disease, I had an ATV accident, punctured my intestine, went to the hospital, 9-day coma, 5 surgeries, a month and a half in the hospital, got out, and I really started adopting healthy exercise habits and healthy diet habits to figure out a way to make my Crohn's better. In the hospital, it was blowing my mind because nobody there, not my doctors, not my surgeons, not my dietitian even, were mentioning the fact how a diet actually could affect your stomach. When I knew specifically that when I ate good foods, I felt good, and when I ate bad foods, I felt bad. I started doing my own research, and I started trying multiple different types of diets, and a few worked, a few didn't work at all, and then one really worked for me. It was called the plant paradox. Now, when I first started this, the first 3 days I saw massive results. I felt so much better within the first 3 days. First 2 weeks I felt better. The first few months I felt amazing. And then I had a hiccup where I was running out of money and I was running out of energy to cook, and I basically fell off the diet. And this caused my body to freak out, caused me to get extremely sick. I got a stomach infection, and it basically knocked me down and put me on the edge of my life again. And for the longest time, I didn't want to get back on that diet because I didn't want that same thing to replicate itself. I didn't want to be sick again, and I know that if I got on that diet and then I fell off dramatically again and didn't try to get back on, I would get sick again. So I held back on trying to get back on the diet. And for the longest time, I was just eating okay, and I wasn't really focusing on what worked best for me. And then the challenge of another surgery came up. It was another big surgery. They wanted to go in and remove a big part, and it really pushed me to make the jump into really focusing on diet again. So after I was told that I needed another surgery, I was like, let's figure this thing out. Let's break down my diet. Let's figure out what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and what works for the overall gut, what works for the overall person. And then we can each individually break it down into what works specifically for our bodies from there. So I started at the Plant Paradox program. I wasn't 100%. I'd say I was eating the Plant Paradox program 80% because there's some things in it that I'm not sure are right. And just to be clear, I am not the type of person who should be telling you what to eat because I am not a nutritionist, I am not a doctor, I'm not a scientist or whatever that. I just know what works perfectly for me, and I'm sharing my story through this video. So I started with the Plant Paradox program, and then I got even more specific, like what really works for me. And to figure that out, I started keeping track of every single thing I ate. Now, the Plant Paradox program is basically plant-based with a little bit of meat here and there, a little bit of seafood here and there, and I went all in on plant-based. I cut out meat completely. I basically went vegetarian. Now I'm a little bit more lenient. I am basically pescatarian. I eat seafood. I try once a day, but I normally don't. And I incorporate some things like feta cheese and Parmesan into my diet just for flavor and basically to just enjoy my food more. But a few of the specifics that I found that worked for my diet was to cut out basically all lettuce and butter lettuce and really watery lettuce that don't have much nutritional value, and go all in on like spinach and kale and really green, healthy lettuce options, because I just realized that normal iceberg lettuce and spring mix was running straight through me and really decreasing the quality of my digestion. And as soon as I cut that out and replaced that with spinach and other things, I noticed an extreme increase in my digestion. And that brings me to where I'm at now. I basically eat plant-based, pescatarian sometimes, and I feel amazing. I basically convinced my surgeon and my doctor within the past year 2 times that I didn't need surgery, and I convinced them by adopting healthy diet habits and healthy exercise habits and mindfulness habits that have allowed my body to begin the process of self-healing and natural healing without surgery. And if I can do that with a little bit of work and a little bit of effort, then so can you. So in order to create a diet around your body that will not only help your irritable bowel syndrome or your Crohn's disease, but reverse your damage and start the healing process, you need to, one, adopt a diet that is just extremely healthy. And for me, the one that I found that worked amazing for me was Plant Paradox, and I highly suggest you look into it. And then from there, a lot of things people don't mention when they create a new diet is to make that diet specific to you. For me, I had to keep track of every single thing I ate within that diet for 30 days to see what didn't work for me. And it basically came out to one simple thing that was having a massive impact on the quality of my digestion and my energy and my overall life. Once I cut that thing out and replaced it with something that would improve the quality of my digestion, all my problems went away. And ever since I've done that, my body has felt so much better. My digestion has been so much better, and my overall life has been so much better. But that is the end of this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you like it, hit the like button, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you really like this video and you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you hit the subscribe button to get all my weekly Crohn's disease videos on how I've managed to defeat Crohn's disease and begin the healing process and avoid surgery 2 times. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.